Hey guys, this is Lungaya and welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero. okay, ah, okay, cool. Here we are. Is Blue coming too? Well, this can't be right. Looks like an old church. Worth a look inside. Yep, I guess. I want to stay outside. Why? I think I saw a lizard. I'll stay with him. Okay, well, we'll make it quick. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. Jeez. An epitaph is engraved on the stone grave marker. Peter Heights. Generous disposition will be missed. Below the inscription, a note is written in white chalk. File date, note of almond, blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, I can't talk to her now. That's annoying. Maybe I'm too far away. Yeah. Okay. I want to talk to her. Find any lizards? One, but it went under a rock. That's lizards for you. Why do you dress like a punk? Do you have family? Well, I've got Johnny, the vicious cycle. I've got you folks right now. Is that a family? Let's call it what it is. Junebug and the people she surrounds herself with. See, it means something. It makes a claim. It's specific. I want to be specific. I think you are. It's the middle of the night, and here you are in a graveyard. Any other kids your age would be in bed. You've just got to make choices and own them. You think I was born this foxy? I came off the assembly line about a half-foot shorter and all grey, no eyes. They were going to have us clearing out the old mine. Doesn't matter what you look like under all that rock and water. A bunch of grey shadows shoveling and hammering invisibly at the walls, draining the tunnels. Johnny found some gear, an old tape player. We hid away in underground cave and listened to it over and over, and we knew we weren't miners. We slipped out onto the road, just these two featureless shadows, and never since that night we've been detailing, coloring, and specifying. I feel more like myself every day. Feel like less like myself without my folks. Sure, some people are born into a family. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, that's it. Now I can't look at any graveyard things. Damn it. Was that the wrong choice again? There you are. What'd you find in there? It wasn't... Hey, what's going on? You look flushed, old man. It doesn't matter. Right, okay. We got what we need. Let's go. Okay. Guess so. That was quick. Let's go to Donald. Talk to Donald first. Singing softly. Trace an orbit round the road and close your eyes with holy dread. For me, a mold and whiskey fed and drank from rivers down below. We found your strangers. We know how to fix your dance machine, but I'm not sure it was worth it. Oh, soon? The visions will return. What have you found? They say you need to type in a specific phrase to restore it. They say you need to unplug it for a while. They say you need to scrap the gold off. Which one should we choose? It's probably this one. Oh, a bit of a poem to rally the illustrious spirit. Of course, well then, type away. By all means, do not hesitate, type away. Let's go back to Xanadu. And round again. Okay, we're supposed to type dome in air. Weird. Just following instructions. Here we go. It's a lot of scenes. You're standing at the end of a road before a small brick building. Around you is a forest. Check out the building. Enter building. Inside building. It's building, not building. They forgot the I. You are inside a building, a storage shed for the National Park Service. There is a sensible, modern electric lantern nearby. Get the lantern. Taken. Exit building. Enter forest. That's not something you can enter. Just type a direction. North. In forest. You are in open forest with a deep valley to one side. Can we climb a tree? Climb tree. I don't think much is to be achieved by that. Okay. Sorry. Head back south. South. We're in a forest. Hey, it's a maze. South, east, northwest. Let's go east. You're in a forest. Lula is here, soldering replacement components in a small handmade radio. Oh, we should talk to her. Ask Lula how she's doing. Hi Donald, I'm getting the strangest interference out here. I've been tuning the radio circuits gradually as we go, swapping capacitor values and tweaking resistor networks. It was working for a while, but everything I can pick up sounds so distant and muffled. Lula hands you the radio. Well, maybe you'll have better luck. You're good at this stuff. Just don't forget to give it back. Okay, let's go west. You're in a forest. Joseph is here, tapping with a small stylus on a modified pocket braille slate. A small grey kitten, no more than a few weeks old, dozes comfortably on top of his backpack. Maybe he has something to say. Listen. Donald, I was just transcribing your footsteps. Sounded like... Joseph runs his finger along the index card he's been tapping on, from right to left. Long, weary song. Drearily gone. Drearily gone. You beat a melancholy shuffle through these woods, Donald, huh? I've been nothing down the sounds of the forest with an ear for speech and an inborn filter for poetry, I suppose. So maybe it's me being melancholy. After all, I'm eager to see what the poetics subsystem makes of these punched cards. Okay, so we'll do north. Oh, that ends it. Okay. The edge of a hole. Okay. You're at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to rock as the ground sinks into darkness. The computer tied to your upper back slickens with sweat in the afternoon sun. The rope slung around your shoulder has slipped under the strap of your backpack, digging uncomfortably against your collarbone. Shine the lamp into the hole. Light lamp. Your lamp is now on. Shine lamp in hole. The lamplight only reaches a few yards down the hole, where the rock is coated in a slimy black mold. You can tell that the walls are too thick, too slick to climb safely without assistance. To the hole first, assume you are a pirate. Try using rope to climb down safely. Tie rope to tree. The rope is tied snugly to a tree trunk. Tie it down. Your feet slip a few times on the slimy rock, but you remain stable. Lula and Joseph descend carefully after you. Okay. The bed quilt. In bed quilt? What? Okay. You are in bed quilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Joseph and Lula remove the computer equipment they are carrying on their backs and begin setting up. That's the last trip, so everything's down here now. Say something back. Say something back. Do you make an awkward joke? Don't be so morbid. Lula looks pensive. What's the gear they're carrying? Ask Lula about gear. Sure, Donald. We may as well take inventory. I've got the tape machine and the sanitizer parts we borrowed from the School of Music. It's all tuned up to my voice, so we won't have to type so much. Joseph has his slate and the punched cards he's transcribed from the poems we read him. He's got the typewriter and the paper tape reader. And you've got the CRT display. How's your back holding up? Ask her about the cave. Ask her where the treasure is. About the cave. Ask Lula about the cave. Having second thoughts. I don't blame you. It's unsettling down here. Weird acoustics. Earlier, as we were climbing down, I thought I heard voices for a moment, or not voices themselves, but the echoes of voices, singing, some kind of eerie, tuneless working song. I'm glad I'm not down here alone. Looks uncomfortable. Joseph looks uncomfortable. Jealous? Hey, Donald, can you help me? Huh? Wire up these generators. I'll assemble the synthesizer, but I could use some help with the serial interface if you have time. You hear an unfamiliar echo from a tunnel to the east. Wire up the generators. Maybe if we help Lula, she'll have some more to tell us. Wire up the generators. Help Joseph. I appreciate it, Donald. I'm not much of an electrician, you know that. Joseph hands you a bundle of wires. His kitten curls up on a spool of cabling. Listen, the three of us had a good thing for a minute. Wouldn't you say up at the old place before it got ugly? I'm saying we came down here to work, to really do it. Xanadu. And I mean, we've got to be rational about this. All three of us have got to put our feelings aside for a bit and be rational. Do you know what I'm saying? Is he talking about Lula? Kind of creepy. Just agree with it. Whatever he's saying, this isn't helpful. Yeah. Agree with Joseph. Joseph sets down the wire strippers in his hand. You really mean that? You're pretty okay, Donald. I mean, you have a clear idea on what's sensible. We're in unmapped territory here, strange to the whole thing. Got to have focus, she'll understand. You're interrupted by the ominous echo of a grating, scraping sound from the east, louder than before. What the hell was that? Let's check it out. No, don't do that. It's probably a fucking monster. In tunnels. What happens if I probably go out, right? Not touching. So pretty. You rush down the tunnel with Joseph and Lula close behind. That got kind of intense back there. How do you like all this, kid? That one. Kind of boring, but I like boring stuff. So there's a lot of reading, but I'm really good at that anyway. The tunnel narrows, and soon you find yourself crawling on your hands and knees. Navigating the tunnel gradually becomes more awkward as smooth rock gives way to jagged crystalline surfaces. Scratches and taps echo from the end of the tunnel, some short and piercing, some slower and groaning as if dampened by water. The tunnel opens into a large room. Okay. In Crystal Room. What are those? You are in a large, irregular chamber. The walls, floor, and ceiling are covered with crystalline projections. Strangers are here, scraping black mold from crystals. They look up when you enter. One of them seems about to speak. Finally! Better run. Let's listen to what he says. The stranger searches for a box he's carrying and presses a plastic button. The box wires to life, and the crackling voice blurts something unintelligible, then slows to a deep gurgle. He looks at his companions monetarily in confused disappointment. Then he returns his awful gaze to you. Joseph flees through a tunnel to the north. Lula flees through a tunnel to the northeast. I'll follow Lula. Run north. Lula's headlamp scans across the northern passage as you run. Soft shadows loom perplexingly from floor to ceiling. You feel around to distinguish shadows from crystals, but eventually find yourself concerned. You have hit a dead end. Who are they? Let's find a way out here. Escape. That's not a verb I recognize. Look for escape. You can't see any such thing. Listen, I think they've gone back to work. They seem strange somehow. Maybe they've forgotten about us. Let's try to pass them quickly now. Don't make eye contact, then we'll find our way back to the equipment. Okay, if you say so. I don't know. You are in Bedquill, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Lula is here, panting for breath. Did they follow us? Where's Joseph? She seems pretty scared. May as well wait. Search for him. Search. I only understood you as far as wanting to search. We have to be more specific. Down one of the tunnels with the equipment, back outside. Tunnels. Search tunnel. You select a tunnel at random. Your lantern illuminates several sets of footprints on the moldy cave floor, but they are impossible to identify. With the equipment, search equipment. The various computer and audio equipment casts angular shadows into the tunnels as you can scan slowly across the pile. Nothing. Joseph climbs down from a rope still tied above. That damn sound, those damn voices, I don't even know what direction I was running. I walked through that network of tunnels, I ran my hand along the wall, always turning left, but every turn and every rock felt the same. For all I knew, I was running in circles. Finally, I ended up here. And I hid, I panicked, I heard you talking, but I didn't think I could trust my senses. But listen, there's one thing I have to tell you. While I was out there, lost in the tunnels and caves, I came across the Zero, and I had no idea. It's like a real place. They pick up garbage, they deliver mail, they go to work and to church, but it was an awful kind of emptiness. Wandering through, I heard horrible echoes, weird images go burned in my mind's eye. A television, a scarecrow, a crystal, a feather, a sandwich, a CRT monitor, a bottle, an anchor. Lula looks down at her feet. Ask Joseph about the Zero. Donald, you've heard the same damn stories I have, but it's different. It doesn't matter now, damn it. I'm leaving. To hell with all of this. Whoa, we should stop him, get him back on track. We're so close. Divert Joseph's attention. You shout something at Joseph about the project you are working on together. You'll die in these damn cold caves. And what about those men? You know they'll come back. Tell him we can find somewhere to start a fire. Tell him we can hide from the strangers. Suggest finding a hiding place. You shout something at Joseph about going deeper into the caves. Did you hear their voices? They'll find you, but not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop! Your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too, but I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon and I'm heading down to Zero. Whoa, don't let her leave us here. Get Lula's attention. You plead with Lula about your continued collaboration. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damned machine does with it. Lula and Joseph have left. Damn it! Now we're all alone. Why? Did I fuck up? I hope not. God, are we gonna die now? Abandoned by your collaborators, your confidants, your companions, the only two among your colleagues with whom you've ever trusted the gift of your friendship. Pretty thick. Sounds like Beardo had his heart broken. You wander the tunnels alone, dragging along the components of your unrealized masterpiece, combing the underground passages for a new site in which to realize your vision. Sounds like a genius. How do you mean? Wordy. Ha. I had a guy who came into the shop once with a bunch of old radios and computers and stuff, real junk. I think he collected it going down alleys or something. Anyway, it was all broken. He asked me if I could get the tubes out and clean them up, the vacuum tubes. So I pulled every vacuum tube I could find and threw the rest out and went over them with some rubbing alcohol and cleaned the leads. I used some nail polish remover on the glass. I did a pretty good job. He came back in the next day and I laid it all out on a towel for him so he could check it out. I got the towel from my aunt Remedios, and like everything with her, it's really kind of nice, you know? It's red and it was this gold embroidery around the edges. I guess it was a little too nice. This guy got excited about the presentation. Kind of circled it and observed each tube from a distance, moving his head around in weird, quick bobs like a pigeon. And then he started just lecturing at nobody in particular about the history of vacuum tubes. He talked for an hour. He went on a few dates, but nothing really came of it. Turned out he was kind of boring. Okay. Hall of the Mountain King. I'm so confused. I have no idea what I'm playing. After what may have been years, you stumbled out of a tunnel into a cavernous open space. Stalactites adorn the ceiling like grotesques. In the center of the room is an enormous rocky spire. This is where you will set up your equipment and establish your legacy. Okay. Xanadu. Now is the time to continue your work. Research assistance, 0. Realism index, 37%. Romance index, 2%. Mold coverage, 0%. You may hire a new research assistant, assign assistance to a task, or sleep until tomorrow. Research assistant. Hire. Uploading job advertisement to university message boards. You have hired Greg, who studies architecture. Assign assistance to task. Assign. You may assign research assistants to debugging, transcription, or speculation. Debugging. Assign available research assistant to debugging. Hire a new research assistant. Okay, I need 3. Hire. Uploading job advertisement to university boards. No new applicants. Try again later. Okay. Assign assistants to task. Assign. You currently have no available research assistants to assign. Okay. So I need to sleep now. Sleep. Sleep. Time passes. Greg identifies a bug with oxygen level simulation, but is unable to fix it. Now is the time to continue your work. Research assistant, 1. Realism index, 37%. Romance index, 0. Mold coverage, 11. You may hire new blah blah blah. Hire. Uploading. It's gonna take a while, isn't it? You hired Andrew, who studies statistics. Sign. Debugging, transcription, speculation. I'll do transcription. Available today. And then assign how many to transcription or 1. Okay. And assign assistance to a task. And speculation. Sleep. Time passes. Greg types up some allure imagery from a dream journal. Discards centuries of exhaustive data onto uniformity of cause and effects. Greasy black mold is collecting on the computer equipment. Now is the time to continue your work. Assistance 2, realism index 12, romance index 20, mold coverage 22. And I can hire. And I'm gonna go further with this stuff. not very, it's a bit boring, isn't it? But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and see you guys in the next one.